Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits. I'm your host, Elspeth Wright, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Ms. Madeline Cottrell. Thank you all for watching. We've got a coast to coast to coast show tonight. Joining us from British Columbia, we have Troy Stark. Troy, how are you doing?
Great. I still have sunlight, so I'm winning.
Well, good for you. We've got a lot of snow, so ha ha ha. And joining us from LA, we have Heidi Bradner. Hello, Heidi.
Hi, I got light too.
Yeah, you've got California light, so I think Troy can kind of relax on bragging about his daylight.
Fine. This is like Canada's California.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And joining us from Halifax, we have Travis Lindsay. Hello, Travis.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No,
I don't have light
on the show. No, it's okay. I don't either.
It's 9 o'clock.
I don't know what this daylight they speak of is here in Montreal. All right. Thank you all so much for agreeing to be on the show. We're going to get started with the warm-up round. So this round, I will ask you some interesting questions, and you will answer to the best of your ability. And the point will go to whomever I feel like giving the point to. So, our first question, Troy, we'll start with you on this one. Who backed out of the 1989 Super Bowl halftime show at the last minute, and what reason did they give?
Huey Lewis. He had the trots, I think it was.
All right. That was, Huey Lewis and the tummy blues instead of news. I don't know.
That works.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Look, it's the warm-up round. We're getting warmed up, all of us. Okay, very good, Troy. Travis, what is your answer? Who backed out of the 1989 Super Bowl halftime show at the last minute, and why?
Well, I'm a big sports fan, so I got this on lock. It was Michael Jackson, and the reason was it was Bubbles' birthday, his chimp, and he wanted to go to Key West for the weekend, and Michael didn't disappoint Bubbles, so...
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Why did Bubbles like Key West so much? Any particular reason, or?
Well, I mean, he's a chimpanzee. He likes warm weather.
Yeah, that's true.
And have you ever seen a chimpanzee hold a coconut drink? It's the cutest and funniest thing ever.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point, Travis. And Heidi, what is your answer?
Okay, it was a double bill of Tiffany and New Kids on the Block.
Oh, nice.
That's a good lineup.
That's a good lineup.
It was a great lineup, but then a blimp, would you believe it, crashed into the stage, killing all of them. And
oh no!
they were replaced by clones, and that's who we see now at New Kids on the Block and Tiffany.
Oh wow, yeah. So I guess New Kids on the Block really didn't have the right stuff that day.
That was a bad year.
Yeah. Okay, excellent answers all around. You're all incorrect. So the Super Bowl didn't used to be what it is today. And the person who backed out was an Elvis impersonator called Elvis Presto. He was part of the halftime show that was called Bebop Bamboozled, which also featured magic tricks and 3D entertainment. The original Elvis Presto booked a gig in Japan, so he left to do that, and his choreographer filled in for him at the last minute. All very excellent answers. Heidi, I'm going to give you the point. I like the courage.
Is that real though? The one that you just said, is that real?
Yeah, that is real. Yeah, the Super Bowl halftime shows weren't really a thing until kind of the early 90s. So like I think in 1991, Michael Jackson actually was one of the first.
Yeah,
2 years after he canceled
also very close.
2 years ago, so he made up for it.
And and they all until about the early 2000s, there was always a theme surrounding them as well. So it was like, it's a small world after all, featuring like these sort of up and coming artists. It was a weird time in the early 90s, according to Wikipedia. Okay, Travis, we'll start with you for this question.
Mm-hmm.
Some believe Valentine's Day originated as a pagan festival. What was it called and how was it celebrated?
It used to be called Heart's Morrow, and the reason it was called Heart's Morrow is because you would find the person you love in the village, and you would literally rip out their own heart.
Oh wow!
But you would wait till tomorrow to let the rest of the village know, hey, this is who I've chosen. Hence the heart and the morrow. Yeah, it's great. There's a Lifetime movie about it. You should check it out.
So you would rip out the heart of the person you love?
Yes, of course, yes. That's how you knew you had to make that commitment to them.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I guess
and you give the heart to your second choice.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is who. But now you know
I like
how
that. Yeah. I feel like I'm frequently people's second choice as a love interest, so I'd be fine. I mean, I'd have a lot of human hearts to deal with, but I'd be alive, and I like that for me. Interesting answer. Heidi, what is your answer?
Okay, so it was called Cupid Miss. That's
adorable.
Cupid, and everyone, the way it was celebrated is that people would take like little leaves and write messages on them, messages of love and hate, and they would tell everyone in their village their exact feelings for them, whether they're like, I love you, I hate you, you're the worst, and then they would give the cards out to everybody and exchange their feelings.
I kind of wish that was a holiday. Just get it all off your chest, right? How much you hate. So like, I can't stand you, Steve, and put it on a leaf. And
just FYI.
Yeah, just so you know, the world needs a little more toxicity these days. I like that. Troy, what is your answer?
Well, surprisingly, you guys were both very close. It was originally called the caning of the shrew. And you would go out on Valentine's Eve with a very large stick. Often you would have these handwritten notes on like a parchment of like in the shape of a heart or whatever. And you would carry them in your pocket. And when you found the one that you loved, you would rip the paper heart. It's not like their actual heart. You would rip that out and then just give them a good caning to show everyone inside that this is my declaration of love. It's a very brutal kind of society, but it worked for them. So
lots of violence in these Valentines, which is actually, none of you have it, but the violent energy is pretty close.
The bloodbath was rewarded in the first question. So.
Yes. So the festival was called, my handwriting is terrible. Lupercalia. It was a pagan festival. It was celebrated by sacrificing animals and then smacking women with the animal hides because they believed that practice would encourage fertility. So lots of blood and guts, and for that reason, Travis, I'm going to give it to you.
Yes.
Excellent answers all around, though. Well done. Now is our final question in the warm-up round. Heidi, we'll start with you for this one. Okay. Due to a limited budget, the Lithuanian basketball team had to wear a unique uniform to the 1992 Summer Olympics. What was the uniform?
It was a classic barrel with suspenders.
What sport was this?
It breathes, and they had a little but the suspenders had like the Lithuanian flag symbols on them because they got to keep it representative of their country, and yeah.
I love that. I'm glad it wasn't a peach basket because otherwise that would have been confusing. Because
according
to Heritage Moments, those were the first basketball baskets. So
I need those baskets back.
exactly. Excellent answer, Heidi. I love it. Troy, what is your answer?
It was 1992.
1992.
Yeah, I remember. They famously they lost their luggage, right? And so the only thing they could afford to like replace their outfits with was like some discounted Oktoberfest garb, which was a huge disgrace to the Lithuanian people that they had to wear German Oktoberfest garb during their big event.
Yeah. All right. What was there any sort of special design on the Oktoberfest garb, or?
I mean,
What did it
everyone
look
was
like?
the number 69, so like if that's a special design, then yes, but it's just what they could afford.
All right. Good answer. And Travis, what is your answer?
Well, 92 was the year I was born, so I remember it well. I remember Lithuania. It was, although they had lost their luggage, they wanted to do something special. And since the Golden Girls had just done their series finale, May 9th, 1992, same day I was born. So
Wait, May 9th, 92.
Oh, well, there we go. So this definitely should give me points. They all wore the colors of the Golden Girls, so like very turquoisey and pastels, and
and the hair.
And then they all came out. The tallest one was B. Arthur, and then the shortest one was Estelle Getty. It was a perfect.
They did their halftime out on the lanai.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
All right, those are all excellent answers. I gotta give it to Heidi for the barrel and the suspenders one. That visual is very funny to me. I love the classic. Excellent answers. Troy, you were kind of close with the merch idea because they actually wore Grateful Dead t-shirts.
That's so much cooler.
I know, right? So Lithuania couldn't afford to go to the Olympics originally because the Soviet Union thingy had just happened, as the historians will say, the whole thing, So the Grateful Dead donated cash and gave them all permission to sell Grateful Dead / Olympics merch to pay for their expenses. I actually have a picture here of them in their Grateful Dead merch that they wore. They tie-dyed it the colors of the Lithuanian flag, and yeah.
That's the colors of the Lithuanian flag, pink and orange.
I mean, I guess in a tie-dye way. I think it was actually more of a red. I think it's like, I can't remember, but it was like more of a red than a pink.
Like they tried to dye it those colors.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's not all the same man at different points in his life.
It's so true. Yeah. That's very true. All right. Hello to everyone who's just tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. At the end of that round, Troy, you're doing a great job. Travis, you have 1 point, and Heidi is in the lead with 2 points.
Right.
But we still got a few rounds to go, so it's anyone's game as we go into the What Does It Mean round. So in this round, I will show you some interesting words, and I will pronounce them to the best of my ability. And you will tell me what you think they mean. And obviously, feel free to correct my pronunciation. Heidi, we'll start with you on this one. The word is iatroliptic. Iatroliptic.
IATRA is actually Iceland's acting union. So that is their insurance plan. It's the Icelandic acting insurance plan. That's my final answer.
Excellent answer. Travis, what does it mean? Iatroliptic.
Iatroliptic. It's a Greek word, meaning I slipped on the tzatziki and busted my lip.
Oh,
iatroliptic, and then you just point to it. Iatroliptic, and then they know. It's It's something you just yell. It's great.
That's great, and it's often a lot of people don't know they actually use tzatziki as like a floor polish in Greece.
Yeah,
so that's why people are constantly slipping on it, like so much that they need a word. Excellent job, Travis. Troy, what is your answer?
So it's like an exercise machine. To do an iatra is like kind of like one of those jumping jacks, but where you like do a chin up too. And so this is a machine that you strap yourself into, and it does it all for you. So you don't actually have to exercise. It just like forces you into those positions. It's like an elliptical, but for weightlifters, like kind of, it does your squats for you and stuff like that. I'm not an exercise guy, but I've seen the commercial comes on right after Peloton.
Yeah, no, that's great. Aloe agrees with you, saying, I try the elliptical machine.
Nice. Hi, Aloe.
All right. Those are all excellent answers. Travis, I'm going to give that one to you. What it actually means is pertaining to the application of remedies by rubbing in oil or balm.
Well, tzatziki, you rub it on your lip after
exactly.
you fall.
Constantly. It's a great cure-all, tzatziki. All right, Travis, we'll start with you on this one. Doctiloquent.
It's actually pronounced doclinquent.
Oh.
It's a naughty doctor. It's who slacks off of med school. So they're both a delinquent and they're in training to be a doctor. So a lot of times, they're doing their rounds and they're going to the hospital beds, and you go, "Where's Dr. Murphy?" And then you look up and he's smoking cigarettes with the other patients, and you're like, "Doclinquent." That's doclinquent. Yeah.
Excellent answer. Typical Dr. Murphy. Troy, what is your answer?
Well, we all know that like a Doctor Who fan is called like a Whovian, but if you're someone that is like extremely well like versed in the lore and the like kind of history of the Doctor Who universe, you are Doclinquent.
Very good. Excellent answer. Heidi, what is your answer?
It's actually pronounced Doctilo Queen Tea, and it's about a doctor who's also a drag queen. And
I love that.
And it's my favorite show. I can't get enough of it. I actually need to leave soon so I can see who gets kicked off of Doctilo Queen Tea.
If you can't cure yourself.
Excellent. We've got some answers. Caitlin is saying an eloquent doctor. What's Alice saying? Waiting till you next frequent the doctor. And my dad, someone who is delinquent with completing their paperwork. Excellent. All very, very good answers. Troy, I'm going to give that one to you. They were all great. So it's just speaking learnedly. So if you want to speak learnedly, you could use doctiloquent in a sentence about Doctor Who, if you wish.
All right.
Excellent job. Our final word of this round, analema. Analema is how Google told me to pronounce this word. Troy, we'll start with you.
I mean, I feel like it's a misspelled word that we all know, but and how did you say it's pronounced?
Analema.
I'm surprised that you brought this up because this is my grandmother's middle name, and I was told that it meant someone who is a huge fan of flowers and sharing love with the community. I'm starting to rethink that now, but hopefully you confirm that that's the truth.
All right. Excellent answer, Troy. Heidi, what is your answer?
Okay, so there's a series of dirty books based on the work of author Jane Austen. Her name's Jane Aston. And it's like a lot of, it's like really like filthy, literature. And so it's actually a book based on Jane Austen's Emma called Anal Emma. It's great.
Excellent work. And Travis, what is your answer?
Well, I'm very familiar with this word. I have a family that runs a zoo. And this is, despite what these people are saying, it's actually an animal. It's a type of animal that is featured on my family's zoo. It's last on the list of all the animals because, you look at the rundown of like, oh, look at lions, the tigers, the bears, the monkeys, and a lemur. And that's so it's a South African lemur-like monkey creature from Cape Town.
Excellent answers. Travis, I got to give you that one. Those were all great.
And a lemur.
That was wonderful. So it's actually a plot or graph in the shape of a figure 8 that shows the position of the sun at any given time of day. And yeah, other than that, the word is not at all noteworthy. Okay. At the end of that round, Travis, you are in the lead with 3 points. Heidi, you have 2 points. And Troy, you are on the board with 1 point. It's a close game as we go into 2 truths and 1 lie. So in this round, each of our contestants will tell us all 3 stories. 2 are true and 1 is a lie. And we will interrogate them to find out who is telling the lie. Troy, since you are a returning champ, we'll start with you. What are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Sorry to break it to you, but I only have 3 truths today.
All right.
All right. The first story I'm going to lead with is that a good friend of mine, I went to a good friend of mine's wedding. And at the wedding, his father gave me his entire record collection, which was devastating news to my friend who was getting married that day. The next story is that I own a house. Unbelievable. But I own a house. It doesn't have a bathroom or a bedroom. So is it a house? And I once paid $3,800 for a Wolverine comic. And then 2 weeks later, sold it for a $2,000 loss.
Ooh, that one makes me anxious. All right, so we will begin questions. Travis, Heidi, do you have any questions, any red flags right off the bat?
Where's the house? Are you allowed to say?
Gabriola Island, British Columbia.
Where do you go to the washroom?
Yeah. What do you do in lieu of a loo?
There's an outhouse on the property. Prefer not to use that. And we have a trailer that
has a
it's essentially a $20,000 outhouse.
Okay. Are you currently putting a washroom in the house you own?
Do I look like a plumber?
I mean,
someone. Yeah, you're fair enough. Someone will be doing that. We have a series of contractors coming in, and one of the steps will be to turn this into a house, put a washroom in, and other utilities.
Okay.
You guys are really fixated on the washroom thing.
I know.
I mean, it was the first story. It's our first round of questions. Calm down, please.
I'm just saying.
The Wolverine one. Mm-hmm. So you bought that for $4,000 and sold it
$3,800. I sold it for about $1,900, about 18 something.
Why did you sell it 2 weeks later?
Well, I bought it to sell it. I bought it at Comic-Con. It was like a special edition, like a rare misprint. And so it was graded. It was like 9.9 grade, which is out of 10. Basically as perfect as they'll ever say a comic book is 9.9.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a graded. It was like a Old Man Logan misprint. So there was this. Wolverine is a character that swears a lot. So at one point he tells someone to go fuck themselves. And normally you would either replace the fuck with this Grolix, like a bunch of gibberish letters. But in this comic, they decided that they would do a black bar over the swearing. And so what they did is they printed the comic book, they printed the dialogue, and then they blacked it out as a separate layer. And the two types of black ink weren't exactly the same. So you could see the word fuck under the black bar. And so they sent it out and immediately recalled them to be pulped because this is a all ages comic.
Mm-hmm.
And that sent the price skyrocketing.
So why did you lose money on it though? That's what I want to.
It was supposed to be super rare, so I took a gamble, right? I paid almost, and I was thinking I was going to make $8,000 or $10,000 on eBay when I brought this home and put it online and whatever. But it was a modern 2007-8 misprint, so the internet blew it up, right? So what would have been 10 years before, a probably $20,000 win for me, it turned into just I got to pay rent. Any good bid on eBay will do.
I see. Interesting.
What were the records you were given?
Yeah, I was trying to ask that.
So this was in Ottawa. I had a buddy called Jesse that got pretty low key wedding. He got married at a church house and then big after party in his dad's backyard.
What year did he get married?
Let's call it 2006.
Okay.
That's the year I lived in Ottawa, so that's somewhere around there. So all of my friends, punk dudes, whatever, tattoo artists, all this shit. So they're having a big backyard wedding party, and Jesse and all of our punk friends show up, and we're listening to metal and all this, whatever. And at one point during that evening, a Fleetwood Mac song comes on, and I'm that's when I start to party, And so then I have a conversation with Jesse's dad and his dad is basically Jesse and all his friends only listen to the rah 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 music, and it's cool that you actually listen to the good stuff, And we start talking about the Doors, and we start talking about these other bands, and then at the end of the evening, he brings out 2 milk crates full of records. And
why did he have 2 milk crates full of records with him at the wedding? Oh,
we were in his backyard.
Oh,
we were at his house, And so, he brings them out and he's would you appreciate these? And I was fuck yeah, I would. And when Jesse found out that his dad gave me his record collection, he was devastated. It was supposed to be his inheritance, kind of deal. And this is his wedding day, and he was just ruined by it. And I felt terrible, but I did keep those records.
And had you known Jesse's dad before this?
The day I met him.
Okay. Any further questions, Heidi or Travis, or do you think you know? These are hard. Troy, you're a very good liar. I'm convinced by all of them, but also don't believe any of them.
This is the game.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep in the house that we bought on a bed that came with the house that we didn't even bother getting rid of. We just put a memory foam on it, and we're
what room is it in? What room is it in? Because you don't have
the room. It's in the room. It's 450.
It's like a studio house.
A studio?
Open concept, shack, however you want to.
How close is this bed to the kitchen?
12 feet that way and 6 feet that way.
Okay.
I think this is the truth, but he's trying to make it seem like a lie.
Yeah.
Do we all have to agree?
No. You each choose whichever one, and whoever he fools, Troy will get a point for whoever he fools, and whoever guesses correctly will get a point. as well. So
This is a big points round. Oh,
yeah.
God. Okay.
I'm going to say the records.
The records.
Is a lie.
Okay.
I don't think
records.
I don't think the story is. I think Troy getting the records. I think someone else might have got the records.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the comic book. I don't know.
All right. Those are the two that our chat is going for. Caitlin thinks the comic is a lie. Janice thinks something about the records isn't right.
Something about the records isn't right.
I also agree. I think something about the records isn't right.
All right.
Troy, what is the lie?
The comic book.
Oh, good job, Heidi.
Yeah. I did buy that comic book, but for like $30, and I probably lost money on it, but who
That
cares?
was the thing. I couldn't imagine you spending that much on a comic book. Like that did seem fishy to me, but I was also like, I don't know. I don't know what Comic-Cons are like. I feel like people just go crazy at them. So
I have spent over $2,500 on a single comic book before. I have done that, but this is not a story about that.
all right.
Sounds really cool. I want to see your house.
My house?
Yeah, your house.
We're not in my house right now, or I would take you on a tour, but
Yeah, I knew the house was true because I've seen pictures of the house, and I know it doesn't have a toilet.
Has been on like team chat with me when
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, the power on my island is out. Like
all right, excellent work, Troy. Excellent job, Heidi. Travis, it is your turn to tell us your two truths and one lie.
First one, I have 3 nipples. That is one of the truths. The other truth is I've been in the same room as Rosa Parks. And the third one is I took Liam Neeson to a gay bar.
Okay. Excellent. Those are all excellent tales. How did you wind up in the same room as Rosa Parks?
She was doing a speech at a museum, and I was about 4 years old, and my grandmother decided to take me to go see this old black woman. Even though I was 4 and I lived in a world where racism didn't exist in my mind yet. But, here's a nice introductory lesson. You know, that was my Saturday.
What museum was it?
It was the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. I literally live about 2 minutes from it now. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I believe it might have been the Museum of Natural History. Again, I was 4.
Okay.
Okay. Where are these nipples?
2 here, and then one regular one over here. I got 2 on one.
So is it 2 on 1 areola or like
2 on 1 areola?
Okay.
So it blends in nicely.
Okay.
So you might not be able to tell from like a few meters away on the beach.
Yeah, no one's gonna like, oh, there's 3 nip Trav, you know.
Well, I mean, now they will because now people know your secret.
Yeah, that's it. It's out.
And the third story was
I took Liam Neeson to a gay bar. Yes.
Okay, what was the
Gay bar?
Yeah.
He was filming a movie here, and we met on Citadel Hill, and we took him to Reflections.
Okay. Did he specifically request a gay bar, or how did like the?
He was drunk and he wanted a place to go get a drink.
Okay.
And you know, I said, well, you can go to the Dome where drinks are cheap, but someone will probably try to fight you, or you can go to Reflections. Drinks are cheap, but just so you know, it is a gay bar.
Okay. All right. Was he nice, Liam Neeson?
He was very drunk, so yeah, he was as nice as like a really drunk Liam Neeson could be. He wasn't like taken Liam Neeson.
Was he hard to understand as a drunk, I believe, Irishman?
No, because I mean, you live here in Halifax. You're used to You're used to way worse from way less famous. So
Right.
you know.
Was he trying to like hide at all, or was he just like, I'm leaving?
He was so drunk he didn't carry one of those big long, like you remember like in the 90s, like those big long snow hats, like a lot of like kids would wear, almost look like dragon tails. He had like one of those big long hats on, and just went in and was like, I got it from here, boys. And they went on the middle of the dance floor, and
The hat makes it so unbelievable that I believe it now. What year was this?
It's a weird detail.
This would have been 20. Well, I'm 29 now, so I was downtown. I was drinking. This would have been 2012. I would have been 20.
Okay. And you were working on the film as well, you said?
No. I literally just ran into him. Like he was out walking. I was walking downtown from Citadel Hill, and he was coming in the opposite direction.
Okay.
I need more like questions with these nipples. I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I think I'm letting my personal experience bias me here because living in Toronto, we've been at a bar where a pretty decent sized celebrity walks in and you're like, well, our night is now trying to hang out with Mads Mikkelsen, right?
It's always Mads Mikkelsen.
It's always Mads. Beer is for everyone, you know? And then so that's believable to me, especially in a smaller town like Halifax, you know?
Yeah.
Third nipple. I've slept with
nipple.
someone with a third nipple, and it was, you know,
it's eye-opening.
It's life-changing.
It was kind of like weird for me, but she was used to it, so it was like not a big deal.
Nice.
So I feel like I don't trust the Rosa Parks story because you placed yourself there at such a young age that it almost is like, don't ask me questions about this, and you have like kind of like
that's true.
You have a built-in cover story of like, oh, I was so young, you know, which doesn't make it untrue. It just makes me doubt
I have to draw attention to this comment from Aloe. Liar. That just makes me believe Liam Neeson is a lie. All right. Troy, what do you think is the lie?
I'm gonna say Rosa Parks and maybe feel like shit after, but that's where I'm going with it.
Okay. Heidi?
I think it's the nipples because I feel like it would come up at work more if you had 3 nipples.
Yeah, I also think it's the nipple. I don't know why.
It is Liam Neeson.
Oh, done.
It's a weird truth lie. It wasn't me. My cousin met him.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been old enough. It happened when he was filming like K-19, The Widowmaker, or one of those fucking movies. He was here in Halifax. I would have been way underage, so that's why I was like trying to place myself. It's like, okay, I've been 20 in 2012. I got 3 nipples, and Rosa Parks came here for like a speech thing, and my grandmother decided to take me as a kid, even though I had no real appreciation for who I was seeing.
Man, I knew I'd heard that Liam Neeson story, and I for sure thought it was.
I've done it during warm up, and I'm like, okay.
Well played, Travis. You got 2 points in that round. Heidi, it's your turn now. What are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay, so as a child, I was approached by a strange man and asked to be a model for an Anne of Green Gables postcard.
That's terrifying.
Truth, which I did, and now there's an Anne of Green Gables postcard in stores in PEI that actually I don't think it's like out anymore, but like there's like literally like a painting of Anne of Green Gables that got turned into a postcard that is based on my face. And then also as a child, I went to school with Ryan Gosling, and I entered a childhood lip sync competition against Ryan Gosling, and I beat him. And what is my third one? And then also I once hung out in a hotel room with the music group De La Soul, and I ate chips with two of them while my best friend fucked one of them sorry, I didn't know if this was family friendly. Okay. Had sex with one of them in the other room while listening to De La Soul.
Okay. Actually, it's 1970s game show rules. You have to say make whoopee. All right. Those are all very good. Tell me more about the Anne of Green Gables. Like, how old were you? How did the guy approach you?
So
How red was your hair?
I was 11 years old, and this is like a whole other tangent. But my father was in charge of the newspaper in Prince Edward Island, and then he made me stand on the street corner with a bag full of newspapers, waving them around, going, "Extra, extra, read all about it." And then I was doing that, and then this man was like, "I'm an artist, and you are cute, and you're like a redhead, and can I paint you?" So it was very creepy, but it turned out I got some money, and now I'm part of PEI history.
Okay.
Is this pre-Titanic or post-Titanic?
Oh, I'm actually I built a time machine, and now
the boat, not the movie.
Okay, so did you what after this guy asked that question, did you run to your parents? Did he give you a card? That's when just a child standing alone,
no, he gave me a card. And I wasn't a little baby kid. I was 11.
Yeah.
I had some street smarts, but no, he gave me his card, and then I went back in, and I was like, "Dad, selling newspapers sucks. Can I be a model and make some money?" And he let me.
Okay.
And your dad ran the newspaper?
He was a publisher, so that was his title. He was kind of the boss man of the newspaper.
The Guardian.
Yeah, you're familiar.
I'm from PEI.
You are? Are you kidding me? Have we never talked about this?
Maybe we have one time when we were drunk, and neither of us remembers it.
Oh my god!
No, that's true. My lying is over now. We're trying to determine if you're lying.
That's crazy.
So, Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah.
You don't have particularly red hair, so this is and I know that a lot of people in PEI, it's the modeling job or the acting job, So it rings true, but also there's a lot of girls with red hair in PEI. Why did they choose you?
Your hair changes as you age, though.
Oh, and I mean, this postcard is very Anne of Green Gables. It's just the face. I was the face.
Okay,
I'm
the face.
The body.
And had a butt double. It was.
So De La Soul was at a concert.
Yeah, I was living in Edinburgh, and then my roommate was this girl named Bort, and Bort went home with Maceo from De La Soul, but I didn't want to leave her because I'm a good friend, so I went up to the hotel room and I ate chips with the other. I do not know De La Soul's music to this day. I was just kind of these guys are cool, and we're eating chips.
Can you tell me your friend's name again?
Bort.
From the license plate in The Simpsons?
Her name is Marianne Bortolin.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
That's what gives it away. I'm oh, my friend's name is Bort.
Bort, yeah. If that was a lie, her name would be I don't know, Sarah or something.
If it's a lie, that's a brilliant detail to just chuck in there.
Yeah. Travis, you had a question, I think?
Yeah. What song did Ryan Gosling lip sync?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he did Baby Got Back with his sister.
Oh.
And I did A Friend Like Me from the Aladdin soundtrack. So
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So this was you went to the same middle school?
We went to the same elementary school.
Elementary school, okay.
He's a few years older than me, but I was adorable. And I'm allowed to have lived in PEI and in Cornwall, Ontario.
Yeah, no one's that is not allowed. You're banished. Okay. That I can see Ryan Gosling doing that song with his sister. I've seen, I've been a fan of him since the Breaker High days, but like that still tracks. Like that just he seems like the type of kid who would have done something weird like that. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
Controversial opinion. His sister more talented.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Wow.
Why wasn't she in La La Land? All right.
Okay, I genuinely don't know with this one.
What are the people saying? Now I want to know.
The people, De La Soul. I think that's the only one so far. That's the only guess. Oh no, and then yeah, 2 for De La Soul. I don't know. The friend Bort makes me believe that one.
But that could just be a real detail from her life that she's added into a fake story.
True.
But it's genius if that's what she.
See, when I was a kid, I like the thing that's making me kind of believe the Anne of Green Gables one. When I was a kid, we were visiting Ottawa, and a random guy stopped me to like take a picture for like police bike safety, and I was on these like Ottawa police officer playing cards when I was like 8, which is a truly terrible thing. But that's
See, when a creepy guy approaches you on the street, it's usually a good thing.
Exactly. He just wants to take your picture and put on some playing cards or a postcard. Your face will end up on a card. You know, if it's a cardboard milk box or
a
milk
carton.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm letting my personal bias ruin this for me again.
Well, it's time to guess. Troy, what do you think is the lie?
I like the details in the other 2 stories so much that I have to go with the PEI, the Anne of Green Gables thing. But at the same time, like you said, being from PEI, I know that like if you are a teenage girl, tourists are going to ask you for a photo as if you were Anne of Green Gables. I've seen it happen a million times. But does that translate to a modeling campaign?
I would call it postcard campaign, but you know.
You know what? Let's represent the 902. I'm going with the PEI thing.
What did you win in the lip sync competition?
Oh, I remember this so vividly. I won 4. Well, I was in a group, so it was me. I was the genie, and then I had 3 girls behind me, like doing dance moves, and we won 4 large bags of chips, all packaged together. And I took all the chips. All my stories involve chips, but I was like a psychopath when I was a kid.
That's amazing. Okay, Travis, what do you think is the lie?
Yeah, PEI one's got to be true. I feel like I've heard that story before. The De La Soul one, oh God, it's so. I wanna say it's the Ryan Gosling one because he grew up Mormon and very religious, so I can't picture him being allowed. I can't imagine him being like, unless he did it without his parents knowing, and this was like him breaking free.
That'd be a good movie.
Yeah.
Except I win in the end, so I quash his dreams. And stuff, but whatever.
I'm going with my gut. I'm going to say Ryan Gosling. I do believe Heidi did the whole genie thing and all that.
Yeah.
The Disney 100%. But yeah,
I think it's Ryan Gosling as well. I think that story might be true, but it's not Baby Got Back, or it's like not with it. There's like one detail that's off, is my guess.
That she came 2nd place or something like that.
Heidi, what is the lie?
The lie is the Anne of Green Gables thing.
Oh,
that entire story happened, but my parents wouldn't let me go get painted by a strange man.
See, that's the right answer.
Excellent work, everyone. Heidi, you get 1 point, and Troy, you get 1 point. Well done. At the end of that round, Troy, you have 3 points. Heidi, you have 4 points, and Travis, you have 5 points as we go into our next round, the How Much round. So in this round, I will show you some interesting things that I found for sale on the internet, and you will tell me how much you think they cost. It's okay if you guess over the price. The point goes to whoever is closest. So let's take a look at our very first item. It is a Victorian antique vintage die-cut Valentine from eBay. So the description describes it as museum quality. It measures 6¼ inches by 9½ inches. So it's a pretty big card. It says "To My Valentine" on it. And the pictures change as well. It's a little pop-up, as you can see. There are different things. My favorite feature is you can have it so that there's just a random lady's face at the very top for no reason, watching you on this Valentine's Day, making sure you keep everything pious. Troy, how much do you think this vintage antique die-cut card is?
And so it's all one thing. This lady there's only one version.
This is just a close-up because she made me laugh when I looked at it.
Right. But there's only one of these is what I'm saying. It's not like a different version that has a different option. It's all
this is all one card. It pops up. The face pops up and down, I'm guessing. I think that bird moves.
Well, personally, I think I would pay as much as $14.99 for this.
Okay. $14.99. Good guess. Travis, how much do you think it costs?
I mean, other than your soul, you just said that one woman staring.
Yeah, if you look at her for long enough, she does take your soul. So you got to be
haunted.
I feel like that represents like your one single friend. I'm gonna say $38.50.
Okay, $38.50. And Heidi, how much do you think it costs?
People on the internet are nuts, so I'm gonna say $69.
$69. An excellent guess for Valentine's Day. All right, let's see what the chat is guessing. We got $75.
Oh, I thought that was the price.
$90 and $40. The actual price. Heidi, you get the point, but you are all way off because people on the internet are insane. This is $723.95.
Whoa.
Museum quality, baby.
I knew it was gonna either be dirt or like insane.
Yeah. It's because you have to actually buy protection so that lady in the clouds doesn't steal your soul. So there's just a lot of insurance.
It doesn't come with a ring of salt to...
Yeah, exactly. All right, our next item. Ooh, it's a haunted one. This is Haunted Baby Nona. 87% chance it's cursed. It is also from eBay. And let me tell you the story behind this doll. We got this doll from a white witch, as you do, who told us not to open it. We opened it, and now it's for sale. We tried giving it away 3 times with no success. Don't let the detached legs fool you. Midnight on a full moon, and it will get around. Please buy this. Get it out of my life. So there's some more things of Baby Nona, who's 87% chance it's cursed.
PEI actually uses that image in anti-abortion ads.
Excellent.
I'm going to say, so they're trying to get rid of it. Oh shit. $7.50.
$7.
Can we see that leg?
No.
Yes, one moment. $7.50. There's the leg. The leg's got some sort of inscription on it.
I think it says German or CER.
eBay has a lot of German things. Just most of the antiques I've found during the show, they're always from Germany for some reason. I don't know why. Heidi, how much do you think it costs?
I'm gonna say like a penny because they're trying to get rid of it, but like to sell it on the internet, I think you need to like have some sort of monetary value. But I'm gonna say a cent.
1 penny. All right. And Troy, how much do you think for haunted baby Nona?
Strangely enough, I actually have a tattoo that's pretty much this, but $100.
$100. All right. Let's see what the chat is saying. 165, 180, 100, 85.
Wow.
All very good guesses from the chat. And Troy, you get the point. It is $84.09.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't
Every
get a
time I
wooden box
find a
like
haunted
that.
doll for this show, I look around my apartment. I'm like, what could I lie about being haunted and put on eBay?
Anything.
Anything, really.
9 cents.
Yeah, 9 cents. It's a weird amount. All right, our next item is La Collection des Bijoux from I Love Dog Diamonds. This features 1,600 diamonds worth 52 carats, and it takes 12 weeks to complete. So it's a diamond collar. Those are all real diamonds for your dog.
But this one's not unique. You can just order. I can order one for my Chihuahua and my Rottweiler.
Yeah, I mean the Rottweiler one would be bigger.
Right.
Maybe take more diamonds.
That's what I'm asking. Is this one that is a Chihuahua?
Yeah,
one,
so
right?
it's for this sized dog. I feel like
tough.
they're a little more delicate. I feel like a big dog would maybe I don't know, have some issues with this. Troy, how much do you think it costs?
52 carat diamonds. 52 carats of diamonds.
Yeah.
This would be really simple if I knew how much diamonds.
I know. You said that like you knew. I was like, does Troy know about diamonds?
I could pretend. I don't know, $100 a carat. Let's say $5,200.
Okay. $5,200. Travis, how much do you think it costs?
Whew. I'm going. I even feel like this is undershooting it. 12,500.
12,500. All
and
right.
$1.
And $1. All right. Yes. Pulling out the old Price is Right trick.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay. Excellent guess. And Heidi, how much do you think it costs?
20 grand.
20 grand.
Wow, mine's the low offer.
Okay. I mean, there's 1,600 diamonds on this, Troy. So, yeah, come on.
God. It's probably 35,000. God damn.
All right. Let's see the chat's guesses before I reveal the answer. Well, that's in the thousands. You will all be shocked to know. Heidi, you get the point, but you're all way off.
Yeah, I knew it was something.
You peasants, this is worth $3.2 million.
Whoa. Oh my God.
So that's a thing that somebody probably owns for their dog. More money than I will ever see in my life. Ain't life funny?
That dog
Okay.
is like.
Our final item is from Etsy, and it is a taxidermy frog, Sexy Curiosity.
Oh.
So
God.
this is described on Etsy as very neat work, realistic and fine attire, measures 12 centimeters or 4.7 inches. It's a real stuffed and naturalized frog. And honestly, you know, 'tis the season for like sexy gifts. This could be a great Valentine for someone, you know, a hard to please lover.
Does that frog have 3 nipples?
That's for that frog to know and you to find out.
That frog has like ideal dimensions.
Yeah. It's
Does
a
he have
Kardashian.
tattoos on the side? He looks like he has like Cardi B tattoos on the side of his
Yeah.
That's like a clipper ship on the ribs kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's got little heels, which I like. It's wearing heels. That's fun for everyone.
Big frog boobs. I
Yeah, I mean,
feel like I always call frogs he. Like, no, it's
Well, it's just like dogs are boys and cats are girls. Even if they're not, they are. Like, yeah, frogs are kind of dudes. It's fine.
frogs are boys and turtles are girls. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Travis, how much do you think this sexy frog costs?
Eggs are wild. God. Okay. Fuck. 130. I was gonna say 20, but I'm gonna go 130.
130. Good guess. Heidi, how much for the sexy frog?
I'm gonna say 800 for the sexy frog.
800. Good guess. And Troy, how much?
When in doubt, the answer is 42. So that's where we're going.
42. Okay, let's take a look, see what everyone in the chat is saying. We got 150 from Caitlin. We got that's just gross from that's my mom. She watches every week. She should know. She should expect some gross taxidermy by now. 100 from Aloe and 195. Travis, you get the point. The actual price of the frog is $179.13.
Woo!
So excellent job.
You.
And
God.
Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Yikes.
So at the end of that round, Troy, you have 4 points. And Travis and Heidi, you are tied with 6 points apiece.
There we go. Okay.
But it is anyone's game as we go into our final round, the lightning round. In this round, I will ask you rapid fire questions, and I will give the point to whoever I hear answer correctly first. So no need for me to call on you. Just shout out your answers. Are you ready for the lightning round?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. Whoop. Who wrote The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Oh, C.S. Lewis.
Very good. C.S. Lewis. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish.
Blue fish.
Very good. How many legs does a spider have?
8.
Very good. What is the name of Batman's butler?
Alfred.
Robin.
Very good. What noise does a lion make? Ben and Jerry's are famous for this type of food.
Ice cream.
Very good. What's the longest river in South America?
No clue.
The Nile.
The Amazon. What noise does a bird make?
Burke.
Whose debut single was Baby One More Time?
Britney Spears.
Very good. Who starred as Lucy in I Love Lucy?
Lucille Ball.
10 times 10.
100.
Very good. Big Macs are from which restaurant?
McDonald's.
Very good. What is the smallest province in Canada?
PEI.
Prince Edward Island.
Very good. What animal is on the loonie?
Loon.
The loon. Very good. Okay. Excellent job, everyone. As I tally your points, let us know what you have going on and where people can find you on social media. Troy, we'll start with you.
If you're in BC, I'm running a storytelling and comedy workshop coming up in April and one-man show coming up in June. So come check me out if you're in BC. Otherwise, I just lost access to my YouTube channel, so go subscribe to my new one so I can help bury that old shit. Yay! I'll put a link in comments.
Travis, what do you have going on? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram as the Travis Lindsay. That's my main thing where I promote stuff. Other than that, if you're in Halifax in April, I'll be at the Halifax Comedy Fest doing some shows. That's at the end of the month. So go to halifaxcomedyfest.ca, get some tickets to that. Or if you're in New Brunswick, I'll be at the Hubcap Comedy Festival March 24th through 26th. I'm doing 6 shows there. Go see that. Other than that, check out my album, Killed at the Funeral. I just released it a couple months ago. So go check that out on wherever you listen to your music and all that jazz. And that's pretty much it. I'll be at WrestleMania in April. So for some reason, you're at WrestleMania too. Just say hi.
Awesome. And Heidi, what do you have going on? Where can people find you?
My Instagram's at Heidi Brander. It's just mostly like pictures of dogs and NSYNC members. But
That's
I
amazing.
don't record anything, but yeah, it's cool. And then I'm writing for 22 Minutes with Travis. I don't really have anything else going on other than that, though. Like, watch 22 Minutes, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Say nice things.
Those are cool things. Yeah.
Don't
All
troll
right.
on the internet. I guess that's it.
And as always, like and subscribe and share Battle of Wits and follow us on Instagram. We've got a live show coming up for the first time in November here in Montreal on the 14th of March, or the 11th of March. So that's super fun. I'm also hosting a variety show at the Diving Bell. So just, if you're not already following me. If you are, please share this episode so people will watch it. Okay. Now it's time to end with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Can I
At the end of the
when asked what sound a bird makes, I said bird.
Yeah, that was great. You know what though? It kind of made sense. Like it was like kind of like a chicken noise. Chickens are birds. They go bok. It's a chicken with an accent. That's all. At the end of that round, Troy, you have 6 points. Travis, you have 12 points.
Woo.
And Heidi, you have 13 points. You pulled ahead in the final round.
Good.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for being on the show. And thank you to everyone who watched at home. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.